apostrophe. I think it's an apostrophe, not a comma, because it has a thing there. A couple of metal bits here, a lid, and I'd say that was a round lead bag seal. Squeamish, unsettling warning here, but there is a tooth with the root still intact. Well, okay, and these tooths like a lid, and I don't know what that is. But then over here, I think, put that one there. I think, oh, I'm just falling off. I think that is. It's a head. It's a big soldier's head. And I think there's a leg. I wonder if it's his leg. That's quite crazy. It's another head. A soldier's head with like a plume. Head day. This toothbrush did have writing on it, but it might be too far gone, unfortunately. It's a very short, stubby one. Good lead lid. Looks like it's going to have something on it, which is exciting. Frustratingly, I didn't film pulling this out because it literally just had this tiny amount out, and I didn't think it was possibly going to be complete. And I've just pulled it out, and it's a tall, thin ink. Has it got a tiny chip? Nope, yeah, but it's not a hole. But look, it's a tall, thin ink. I've never found one like this. And it's been a while since I've spoken about it because I haven't found one in a while, but I have an ink collection where I'm trying to get every type of ink you can, and I do not have one that looks like this, so I shall be taking it. It's amazing. It's tall and thin. And actually, where did I just see something? Over here. Is that one of those good old lead shapes that really looks like something, or is it actually something? Oh, I think it is, or at least it was. It was a little figure on the back of a jumping, running horse, I think, one of those tiny flat ones. You can see the definition of muscles of the legs. Oh, that's such a shame that's not more complete, but at least you can tell what it was. Brilliant. What's his leg? It's definitely tin lead toy day so far. Pen nib. Loads of writing on it. Oh, you can look into that. Of the day, a really lovely clear glass faceted one. Brilliant. And a post office bag seal, which I will be taking off the beach because it is lead. Might be another tiny bead. Yes, a little white one. Oh look, another post bag seal whilst picking up beads. Is this another one of those? It is, it's the top of, I'm going to is probably going to be some sort of liquor. It's a lead bottle top of some liquor. I wonder if we'll be able to warm it up, straighten it out and find out what it was from.
Looks like it could be interesting. What is that? What is that? I don't know what that is. It's beautiful, but I don't know what it is. It's got a mark there. What's that? What's that? I can't ask Kate what that is. That's a very beautiful thing. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I have no idea what that is. This funny little glass thing. I don't think it's broken. Or maybe it is. I don't know. It just looks like a tiny little glass lid. Quite like that.
Oh, wow!
Isn't that cute?
Hotter and more. When it says 1749.
I don't think it's 1749.
Wow, that's a gorgeous bottle. That's amazing. We haven't found a bottle like that in a very long time.
And this is the...
Oh.
Really decorated. What is it?
Hmm.
I mean, it's not broken, but
Yeah.
it might be the top of something, but... I mean, it's so decorated. I mean, there's a mark there as well, isn't there?
Yeah. Here it says something. Goodness gracious, I don't know what that is, but that is a complete thing.
Yes.
That's a thing.
It's really pretty.
Oh, we'll definitely have to figure out what that is. It's almost like a fob, but it's not, but it's...
I thought it was when it was coming out, yeah. There's two heads.
Wow.
Two soldiers' head, a leg, a bead.
Oh, I think that might be another one of those. Yeah, another lead liquor top. Oh, and a pink or red bead. What colour are you? So you're almost purpley. Brilliant. I'm going to take this because it might end up being a coin with a hole in. Not sure. Looks a bit too small to be a washer, the hole. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's a find unlike any I've ever found before. What are you made out of? It's a rabbit's head, but it's made out of stone. Wow, I mean, I assume it's a child's toy, but why would they make it out of stone? That's so cute. Oh, perfect for spring. I don't know what it's made out of though. I'd have to ask Mum, but that is so cute. How much of her do we think there is? Cutie. Not much the rest of her head, but her face is there, or his face. And it's a very cute face. What do you suppose that is? Bulb? Bottle? Maybe it's going to be a bulb. Okay. I found my favourite bottle I've ever found.
Oh, and that bottle day, is it again?
Yeah, but this is... Okay, I'm gonna have to take it to show Mum. That's crazy. I don't think you're gonna believe it.
Nobody's going to believe it.
I don't think you're going to believe it.
Is it a bottle shaped like an animal?
No. But hold your hand out. Close your eyes.
Close my eyes?
Yeah. Okay, open.
What would have been in that?
I cannot possibly imagine what was in that.
That's crazy. There's 2 poisons that would have
Yeah.
been filmed last week. I mean, that is the smallest bottle we've ever found, let alone the fact that it's blue.
And it's got iridescence. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, because I haven't looked at it closely, it's got a pontoon mark on the bottom.
So it's hand blown.
And it's like really wonky at the top.
What, old?
I don't know. It feels like it might be old.
I mean, they did hand blow. I mean, you wouldn't. It would be very difficult to make that. Well, I suppose you could make it in a mould, but I mean, what is that?
I don't know. I do not know.
That is amazing.
Pontoon mark.
Put the glasses on. Yeah, it's slightly curved as well, isn't it? That is absolutely beautiful.
Isn't it?
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's got gold and like silver iridescence. Oh,
It
and
is
it's got
gorgeous.
a swirl here.
What do you mean? What,
Like in the glass.
Yeah. Well, it's blown, isn't it?
Yeah.
So. Okay.
Could be really quite an old, tiny cold bottle.
Nice. Beauty. I think that's his leg. The leg of a soldier, possibly. Maybe. Don't know. Tiny little green glass bead, but it looks like it's. You can see where it's been cut off. That it's got like a sharp, spiky bit. Yeah, really odd. You can see where it's sort of been cut off the. Or blown, or I don't know. Okay, that looks really intriguing. What is that? HBC Supply AC. Something. Bit of celluloid, I think. That's quite cool. Probably definitely look that up.
Okay, so. Ooh.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
No, all of it. And yeah. Is that on bone? No, I don't know.
Celluloid, isn't it?
Yeah, possibly. What's this made out of? It's like stone, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like stoneware, maybe, like. Wow, that's weird.
Isn't it? It's very unusual.
That's beautiful. Wow, okay, we're having a good day.
Yes, we are. Okay, I'm going to go back to the spot where the bottle was sticking out.
Okay.
The back of that looks promising. The front has some stuff melted onto it, so maybe we'll soak it and see if it's anything exciting. Ooh, that's exciting. For our shared stories, Union Castle line, that is ships. Not sure we've done ships whilst having shared stories, so that is exciting. Find out about all the history of the Union Castle line. That looks like a coin to me. Or, yep, to soak it and see what face appears, which monarch. It's a really camouflaged bead from up here because it's clear and wet. But there is a lovely clear glass wet bead. Look at that really worn, frosted, is it round? Oh, I think it was round at one point, but it's beautifully worn and frosted. So I'll be taking that.
Who's he? It's part of a horse. Oh, I think it's the underneath of a horse. Pretty glass button. I don't know why I picked that up. That'd be good for the doll cells. That piece of glass, massive.
I was just talking to Mum, so I wasn't filming. I thought it was something, but I think it's something different. I think it's something beautiful. Is it? Yes! Oh my goodness. Okay, let's do this carefully. Okay, I don't want to rub the sand off because else that colouring will come off like it has on the other side. Look at that swirled glass bead. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's a hand spun. Ah, that's such a beautiful bead. Such a shame the colouring's gone. Wow, okay, let's go put it in Mum's box.
Oh, wow, what a beautiful bead.
I know. Yeah, my glass finds I've gone for today, not many metal things.
Does that look like a flower?
Oh, yes, it does. Ooh, cool.
Yeah, just random things.
That's so beautiful.
It's
Way
amazing,
too
isn't it?
heavy though.
Really heavy. Okay, it's just taking a picture of that pretty thing that I found on the beach, and it's shocked us both a bit what it is.
Complete. It's got dated from 1850 to 1900, and something that went through both our minds. It's a pencil sharpener.
Look at it! It's a
Complete whole pencil sharpener.
That is so cool!
That's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And yeah, the back, it looks like a pencil sharpener.
Yeah, it does.
That's a, you know,
That's old.
Victorian,
Yeah.
like old, like 1850 to 1900.
That's why it's got that. They would have
Yeah.
tied it. Yeah. Oh, okay, that's quite a good thing.
That's an amazing, amazing find. And I'm very excited about my tiny bottle. I'm gonna email the flow tonight because I feel like it could be older than normal stuff.
Wow, good day.
So for this week's shared story, we have a Union Castle line cup. Do you suppose it is?
Yeah. Teacup. Well, a big teacup. It's not a mug, is it? It's not deep enough.
No, maybe. And the Union Castle Line was a British shipping line that operated a fleet of passenger liners and cargo ships between Europe and Africa from 1900 to 1977. And 1977. And it was formed by Union Line and Castle Shipping Line coming together in 1900 to make the Union Castle Line.
I wonder who decided that it wasn't going to be Castle Union.
So, Union Castle Line, most of their ships started with, had castle in the names. Most of the ships were named after English castles. So we've got some more history of Union Castle Line, but this shared. So for ships that fit the sort of era of this bit, this could be from Dover Castle, which was built in 1900s, and it was in 1900, and it was a hospital ship in the First World War, but was sunk by a torpedo in 1917.
Oh.
So most of their ships were used in World War I and World War II. They were commandeered and used in various ways. This could be from Armandale Castle, which was built in 1903 and was an armed merchant cruiser in the First World War, survived the war. Kenilworth Castle, that was built in 1904 and just was a passenger ship liner. It could be from RMS Edinburgh Castle, which was built in 1910 and was an armed merchant cruiser in the First World War and an accommodation ship in the Second World War.
Wow.
So that one lasted a long time. It could be Gloucester Castle, which was built in 1911 and was a hospital ship in the First World War. Afterwards, she returned to civilian service, but she was sunk by a torpedo in 1942.
A what?
A torpedo.
You didn't sound like you said torpedo. It sounded like you went torpedo.
I meant to say torpedo. It could be Landovery Castle, which was built in 1914, and it was again a hospital ship in the First World War and was sunk by a torpedo in 1918. It could be the passenger steamliner Leasau Castle. Leasau?
Yeah, Lizo.
Which was built in 1915 and was a troop ship in the First World War. She was sunk by a torpedo in 1918. It could be the RMS Carnarvon Castle, which was built in 1920. Carnarvon Castle, that's it. Was built in 1926 and was an armed merchant cruiser in the Second World War and fought the German auxiliary cruiser Thor in 1940. Or it could be the Athlone Castle, which was built in 1936, so I think that's too late. And was a troop ship in the Second World War. So I imagine it's not very fancy, is it? It's not a fancy. They had like, some of the Union Castle line crockery was beautifully patterned and different.
Yeah, this was utilitarian.
So maybe it was from its time as a hospital ship.
I'm not sure they would have bothered to.
But most of it wasn't the passenger ships that were turned into. Mainly it was the ones that weren't passenger ships that were turned into hospital ships.
What kind of ships were they then? Before they were hospital ships? There must have been some sort of ship.
Well, here comes the history. In 1911, the combined line was bought by Royal Mail Line.
Oh.
And continued to operate as Union Castle. And
oh yes, so I imagine this wasn't a passenger ship then. No. This was like a transport ship.
Yes, which then would have been a hospital ship in World War One, which fits with all the time.
Which they would probably still use. They would have used the things in the hospital.
So the Castle Union Line ships were well known for the lavender-hulled liners with red funnels topped in black.
Oh.
So I imagine very pretty. And they ran on a rigid timetable between Southampton and Cape Town. That was their main thing. Every Thursday at 4 p.m, a Union Castle Royal Mail ship would leave Southampton bound for Cape Town. At the same time, a Union Castle Royal Mail ship would leave Cape Town bound for Southampton.
I didn't know the Royal Mail had ships. Well, I didn't know they put all their posts just on one big ship in the old days. I thought they would have just put it on a ship that was going that way.
I mean, you'd be like, we might... If you needed to post something, you'd be like, well, only if someone's going.
Well, no, but I mean, obviously boats went that way all the time, but I'm just saying, to have a dedicated ship, I mean, how much mail was there going between Cape Town and Southampton? Well, the UK.
Well, I imagine.
A ship's worth.
Yeah, and they used to go on, like, the Suez Canal, so, you know, it was like... Yeah, because they, in the 1920s, the line introduced its Round Africa service, a 9-week voyage calling at 20 ports en route. Alternate sailings travelling out via the Suez Canal and via West Africa.
And they did that every week?
Every Thursday they did the Royal Mail ship.
What, to Cape Town?
From Southampton. Many of the line's vessels were requisitioned for service as troop ships or hospital ships in the First World War, and 8 of them were sunk by mines or German U-boats. And after the war, so after all the wars, the line made good use of its 3 ships converted to troop transports to facilitate carrying the vast number of emigrants seeking new lives in East and South Africa.
Wow.
Yeah, I could venture a guess that it may have been Dover Castle. Because it was built in 1900 and it was a hospital ship. Built in 1900. You know, lots of them were sort of built 1911. Arundel was 1894 to 1905. But in 1910, 1914. I'm gonna guess. I mean, it could be any of them. But educated guess, it could be the Dover Castle.
It would be appropriate.
It would be. Yeah, there is this week's sherd story. Not much about this actual sort of sherd, because it could have been on any number of ships and it could have been used by any number of people. It could have been used by soldiers or sailing postmen.
Or it could have been the line for the passenger.
Passengers. It could be anything, but it is from one of those beautiful lavender ships.
Nice.
So there is this week's short story.
So that was a trip to Treasure Beach. Yeah, there were some treasures for sure.
Definitely was, yes.
Well, I'll ask. Favourite find?
I think we can all guess what my favourite find is. And that is, of course, this bottle.
Look how small it is. I mean, it's just... I mean, put it up against your thumb. The sort of idea of scale. I mean, it's crazy. That's definitely our smallest bottle, for sure.
Yes.
I can't...
Because it's not a vial either, it's got a lip. It's got...
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a bottle.
Yeah.
It's not... I mean, there's
Yeah.
an example of a vial. Weirdly.
It's so delicate, it's so sort of thin, you can see the swirl I was talking about. It's so crude, and look at like the iridescence and the wonky lip
Yeah, I think it's pretty old.
and the pontal. The Flow has answered, and they've said that they're going to look into and try and give me an age to this bottle.
Yeah, because
And not only is it an incredibly tiny, detailed, hand-blown, definitely old bottle, it's cobalt blue!
blue. It's a drop of poison.
Yeah. Tiny little... It's the kind of thing, yeah, you imagine in
Like a poison.
medieval
Yeah.
stories of poisoning a chalice of wine. It's so cool. I love it so much. It's so tiny, and the fact that it survived, and not only did it, you know, it was on a beach,
Yeah.
surrounded by stones. How, and like two tides at least a day. How on earth did this not get broken?
Don't know. I have no idea. Because, I mean, yeah. You think it was quite fragile.
Yeah. It must have, well, because it was sticking out, it must have just been like eroded, like been washed again. The top. What are we trying to say? The mud at the top must have just all been, yeah, eroded out.
Eroded?
Yeah,
Is that what you were
it's
trying
just
to
been
say?
eroded out, Look, yeah. I mean, you can just tell. You can tell that is old.
There's a lip sort of bent over.
Yeah.
I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't. But yeah.
It's
So it would definitely, because some I was reading somewhere that they could be blown into moulds, but if it was blown into a mould, it wouldn't have like the turned over.
yeah, no. Also, it would have a seam, wouldn't it?
No, not necessarily. Not if they were blown.
But no,
You
it
wouldn't need
wasn't.
a seam on a blown mould.
You can see
would
because
you?
it's been twisted. It's twisted, so it would have been on a.
Like broken off.
No, yeah, no, around the neck. It's twisted where it was been blown on the rod. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't, if anybody knows, or any inkling.
Yes, it's crazy that it survived. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's blue and it's old and I'm very excited about it. And we will let you know when the Flow answers with an age. What's your favourite find?
The thing I didn't know what it was.
What does it say? Oh yeah. It's like an S or a 5 and then an O maybe?
Does it? I don't know.
Yeah. No, you've got to now talk about it.
Oh, yes. So this is a pencil sharpener. A Victorian pencil sharpener.
Yep.
Like one of the earliest form of a pencil sharpener, which is it blows my mind. I've never seen one. Does it still sharpen?
This one is too big of a pencil.
Well, you want it done, yeah.
It's not going to still sharpen. No. I was just showing an example of.
So beautiful. It's so lovely decorated.
It really is. Look at all the detail.
I should have guessed, really. I mean, when we both looked at it, we did both sort of think, oh, it looks a bit like a pencil sharpener, but then it was such an odd shape.
It's, yeah, and it's so beautifully, yeah, I didn't. Yeah, because we're used to finding pencil sharpeners that look like this. And, I mean, it's stunning. It's absolutely beautiful. It is so detailed. It's such a lovely thing.
I knew it had to be something.
Yeah. And it's complete. Another miraculous survivor. Because, you know, you see heads all the lead that, you know, that's survived.
It is beautiful.
It is beautiful. I've only just noticed how giant this man's hat is. What? His little profile and his little nose, but his hat is enormous.
They are quite big. It's like the ones. Wow.
I've not quite seen a lead soldier with this big of a hat with such a tiny head. And this guy with his got a couple of heads that look like him now.
Yeah.
Should probably be doing some
rebuilding. You could put him on him, but that might be a bit. Looks like a cartoon.
Talking of cartoons.
Yeah.
What's it made out of?
Don't know.
It's like porous almost.
I don't know what it's made out of. It's really odd.
It's like a small garden ornament.
No, I suspect it's a children's toy or children's. You know.
Is it clay?
Could be clay. It does seem very, like you say, very porous, but unglazed clay.
Yeah. Maybe. Such
very cute.
Yeah, an adorable face.
Good for Easter.
Very good for Easter.
Or putting on the nursery wall.
Yeah, in the nursery. Or on the shelf. Yeah, I really like that.
Put it on the mantelpiece. Oh, we'll put it on the mantelpiece for sure.
Can we make out any of these? Wow. Oh.
You're not on the.
Yeah. That doesn't have writing on at all. It's just a really beautiful pattern. Which will come in great for the doll's house. It's almost just like a pewter plate.
Ooh,
once you cut around
trim it, yeah.
Because that's just a really beautiful design. There's no writing on that.
Oh, nice.
Or make it like a clock or something. Yeah. Wow.
Plate, I think, would be a good idea.
That's beautiful. This one does have writing. I need to stretch this one. Oh, bless
My
you.
turn to sneeze.
Yeah, this one we haven't had time to. It's almost like a gold patina left on it, and a little flower in the middle. And it says Fontaine, La Fontaine. Yeah, I'll have to put these all together and think of ways to use them.
My little bottle.
Yes. Then we have Mum's beautiful Potter & More perfume bottle. It says 1749, but that's not from when this bottle was made. This would have most likely been a lavender perfume.
Ooh.
Because that's what Potter & More were most famous for, their lavender perfume.
Tiny, isn't it?
Tiny little, maybe a sampler.
Possibly.
Or
Oh,
just
for your handbag, for your purse.
It's lovely though.
It is. I couldn't, unfortunately, get this tiny little. It's like a tiny little ridge on the inside of the bottle, and
We'll find. Yeah.
I might have to bleach it.
We'll get some sand.
I put put tiny balls in there,
Which are too big, maybe. Yeah. It's beautiful and it's complete, round and embossed.
I know, another tiny amazing bottle.
Yeah.
We might show you our collection of
Tiny bottles.
final
Yes.
bottles at the end of this film.
Well, we'll cut to it
Oh yeah. Now.
And then I've got my tall thin ink, which I'm excited about to add. It's got some lovely rainbow iridescence.
Yeah,
sick,
I was gonna put like baby lotion, which sort of combats sickness, but I quite like the iridescence on it. I mean, it's old. I mean, that bit of iridescence there is amazing.
Yeah.
You never see it on camera, can you? It's a real shame.
But we will now cut to the ink collection. This is an air conditioning HBC standard alternating current.
Oh, wow, that's old air conditioning.
That's what I think, yeah. You see, beautiful, beautiful swirled glass bead. Do you think it's Venetian?
Could be, yeah, definitely. I think it's like
another round one.
Yeah, it's like a wedding cake bead, but black, weirdly.
Well, you've got a black wedding cake bead.
Yeah, but it's got flowers on it. That's just striped.
Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful bead.
And then there was my weird one. I mean, I know it's tiny, but I actually stabbed myself with the glass point.
Sharp.
Yeah. It's like it's blown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not blown, but like cut off a rod.
So yeah, they were. Oh yeah, that's a leg. It's a soldier's leg with his sword sat down.
Yeah, there's another leg there. Yeah. There's lots of legs. We could rebuild them, you know. We should try. He has got a very tiny face, hasn't he?
We each found a really incredible find.
Yeah.
And then had some other really nice finds mixed in.
It doesn't happen very often, does it?
Doesn't,
Usually
no.
you find it or I find it. Although, the next film.
Yes. We both have some very good luck.
Yes, very, very good luck.
We're very excited. But we've also been excited to show you these, so...
Yeah.
I'm very excited about my bottle.
It is beautiful.
It really is.
But you have found
So
some really good
tiny.
things recently.
I found some very good things. I'm very excited about this.
Yeah.
Two of you though. So we can't wait to show you the next couple of films. If you would like to see these exciting finds and you're not subscribed, you can subscribe down below. It doesn't cost anything, but it really, really helps the channel. And there is a little bell icon that you can press and it will tell you.
We are going to try and upload on a Thursday now though, aren't we?
Yes,
like it actually
stick
says
to
on our
Thursday,
banner.
Yes. Yep. Reshuffling's done for a bit, so yes, we're gonna try and make sure it's on Thursdays, so 10 PM. So, but yeah, there's a bell icon down below that will tell you when we upload. Yes. And we just have to say a massive thank you, as always, for every way that all of you help us every week with this channel, and of course our wonderful Patreons and anyone who donates in other ways. So we hope you have a wonderful rest of the week, and we will see you soon. Bye.